No, I'm just saying different people have different personalities and different boundaries and different
Well,
needs.
it's a matter of understanding the word respect and everything it encompasses. That I hate to say it, that's what it gets down to.
Well, definitions.
Sorry.
I think that's where it starts. Like even when
Yeah.
like when we talk about, for example, God, people have different definitions about it. When
Oh,
we talk
yeah.
about peace, there's different definitions. What is
That's-
peace? Freedom. What is that really? People know different things, right? Like you go to a doctor, different doctors, you have different
Yeah.
opinions.
The beginning of wisdom is giving words the right definition. That's the
Right. There you go. Well, that's where we need to start then.
Mhm.
Let's
Yeah.
begin. Well, maybe not right now. We kind of have begun, and it will continue. And it's a journey. Definitely, life's a journey.
Well,
It's not about the destination.
You're not going to have all knowledge, but you can have sufficient knowledge.
Right. That's in basic knowledge. You're going to find basic knowledge about like who you are.
Well,
And know that you don't know, but you need to know what you know.
That's absolutely true. And what's basic to some people is not basic to others.
Right. What's true to
I
some.
know that I have basic knowledge, and it's not because I'm a great guy.
Right.
It's
Well,
because,
of course you're a great guy.
It's because I have crawled in the gutter.
He crawled in the gutter. Huh?
Crawled in the gutter and
How was it?
looked in the
Slimy,
dirty,
huh? Thirsty,
and looked in the
nasty,
mirror,
smelly.
looked in the mirror, and broke in the mirror, and looked in the mirror again, and then this is what it is.
Oh wow!
That's what it is. Yeah.
Wow, goodness.
And it's not because not because I'm a great guy.
It kind of remind me of what I went through during my marriage. I talk a lot about it. It's like the going through the valley of the shadow of death. It's kind of like this, right?
Well, yes, you have to taste death without dying.
Right, of course, yeah, right.
That's the key right there. That is the key. For most people. For some people, I don't know. They got a gift. They can take the easy way. But for me, it was not that way.
Right.
Some people they actually have the gift. They don't have to go through that. But that
Right,
was not, that was not my story.
True,
That's
true,
not
true,
my
true.
story at
Same
all.
here. Yeah, well, it could have been different, but it wasn't because.
Right, because you make different choices.
Excuse me.
That's the free will. But it gets down to luck, really. I think when you can
Luck
examine
be
yourself
the
and
lady
break
of
enough
the
mirrors and still come out of it, you gotta say it's luck.
Serendipity, how about that?
It's that too.
That's a good one.
It's everything coming together.
What about synchronicity? That's another one of my favorite
Everything
words.
coming together.
Synchronistic.
Absolutely.
Synchronicity. And so because we have been divided against each other, we human beings. We've been fighting each other, we've been controlling each other, and created all these different symbols and different ideologies and different, all this stuff. We're just busy. We're like chickens with our head cut off. We're like worker bees. Be socially productive. That's what we learn. But nobody really questions our society. Because our society just does. It's ruled by rulers. That's what a ruler, like rulers, back in the days, Jesus, he was like, truth. He represented the truth. But there was the rulers of the land who, of course, they were threatened by this. They're like, this man has to die because, people follow him, people are listening, people are talking. Ooh, it's bad stuff, right?
Yeah, the
rulers.
Pharisees and the rulers of the day were formed without substance. They had no heart.
Right.
Heart. All they had was the law.
But good point, yeah.
And he came with his heart. He knew the law, he kept the law, but he had a heart.
Right, not the heart.
And they said, we don't need that. We don't need that, right? And he said, if you don't have your heart's not right, nothing else will be.
Right.
They wouldn't accept that because the law to them was a cover-up. They were covering what was in their heart with the law, see?
Mm-hmm.
They're covering it up. And he exposed them, and that's why they hated him.
Right.
That's why they hated him. He exposed them. He had a perfect heart. No one else did. And he didn't say, I won't accept you if you don't have a perfect heart, but he said, you're hiding your sin. You're hiding it.
Mm-hmm.
You're hiding what you know what you know is wrong. And and not only that, you're encouraging other people to do it.
Right.
So you're double guilty. So that's what he said to them, and they didn't accept that.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't accept that. And all they lived for was greed anyway.
Right.
They thought he was.
Well, that polluted the human heart. That was the beginning of the end. That's why I said we were doomed from the beginning, because greed came into the picture. Because we human beings, as we evolved into being not hunter-gatherers anymore, and we became organized in societies and agriculture and all this stuff. There was, of course, eventually one tribe who were like, let's get what we want from the other tribe, right, and take things because it's all about us, right?
The Old Testament,
we're like animals.
The Old Testament described it perfectly. It said the human heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? Obviously, only God. God didn't say I don't love you.
Unless you observe yourself and come to terms with who you are and understand.
Well, that means you're going to see it. You're going to confess it. You're going to admit it.
Well, if
You
of
can't
course.
erase it.
Of course,
You can't
yeah,
erase
right.
it.
Of course not. But you
You
can.
admit it. That's right.
Right.
That's right.
Of course.
The more you expose it, the freer
Right.
you get.
Right.
But
Right.
human nature thinks the more you hide it, the freer you get. Exactly the opposite.
Well,
Exactly the opposite.
I think they're afraid. It's fear.
Hiding.
Fear.
Of course
It's
it
fear.
is, but
Fear.
it keeps you from being free. That's the problem.
Right. But that's why it's interesting. You know, our socially conditioned idea of freedom is, you know, freedom from. Like Eric Fromm.
Yeah,
Eric
right,
Fromm,
right.
the other.
Freedom from, not freedom to. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. That's a big
Yeah,
difference. That's one. You know, that's like powerful.
I
Right.
understand.
Totally.
I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
Sure,
Right.
Well, that's ipso facto with the scripture.
Ipso facto, huh?
Ipso facto means obvious from the
Right.
beginning.
Right.
Yeah, with the scriptures.
It's evident. Self-evident.
Even one book of the scriptures will define that for you.
Right. Right. Well.
Yeah.
But see, this is again applied practical wisdom, you know, and it's about you applying this wisdom and living this
Well,
wisdom, and that's really something that
You'll
we
never
all
do
can
it-
learn.
You'll never do it 100%.
You can practice.
But you can have sufficient. You can have sufficient knowledge to open your eyes.
Well, I think you
know?
can be well more free, and you can be well open your eyes.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
that's the thing. Be
yeah.
free like a child, and I think that's we got to be like this. We got to be more like children again, because children are the children of God. We all are that, and we just forget because we become conditioned and we just become busy, and we become human doings, and we forget to be human beings.
Well, you're hiding. You're hiding from
Right.
God.
Of course, yeah.
Essentially, you're hiding from yourself and you're hiding from God.
Right.
Exactly what Adam and Eve did.
Right.
What's the first thing?
Right,
they
of course,
did?
yeah.
They ran and hid,
Right,
and they
right,
got
right.
fig leaves and covered themselves.
Right.
They covered up.
Right.
They hid.
Right.
And then what's the first thing God said? Adam, where are you? He
Mhm.
knew where Adam was.
Right.
Why did he say, where are you? He wasn't saying, where are you? He was saying, who have you become?
Mm-hmm.
Who have you become? You're not the one I created. Now you've got sin. You're hiding from me. You didn't
Right.
You
Ooh,
didn't hide
that's
from
deep.
me.
That's heavy, man. I'm like, oh, it's heavy.
Well,
Jesus Christ. Now I know how it is, you know, because I can be like this.
well, it might be heavy, but at the same time, once it's absorbed,
Maybe we should have a little
it's
bit something.
satisfying.
Right.
Satisfying.
Oh, that's for sure. You know, we want to have
Yeah, it's
satisfied the customers.
You
I
know,
see.
You know, it's like a nice dessert. At first
Right.
you think, wow, that's intense. So my glands are
My
glands are stinging. But then you say, boy, that's the best dessert I've ever
It's
had.
like, yeah, right. Anyway, it's Saturday. It's 2:20. It's 10:30
It's
already.
I know it's getting
Third,
late.
well,
I
time is
know.
ticking into the
I
future.
know.
You know?
Okay, you got everything.
What is that song? Another Saturday night, and I ain't got nobody. I got some money, cause I just got paid. And how I wish I had someone to talk to. I'm in an awful raid, right? Wait?
Awful way.
Awful way. Yeah, well, it's just a story of my life, right? But anyway, it's about changing that. And it's
Just
just better,
so-
you
oh,
know,
no,
that's the
well.
whole point, right? Alright, anyway, keep it real.